Hey, did you guys know your pupils are the last part to stop working when you die?
Is that correct?
Yeah, they die like
Incredible. You know the last thing to go through a bug's mind before he hits your windshield?
what?
His asshole. Welcome to Smartless. So, Will, you have expressed that you're not in a great mood today, but it is surprising because it is our 200th, so it is cause for celebration. I had sing you both happy birthday, but it's not a birthday really. It's just a 200 celebration.
I thought it is 200 celebration. You know what? It's a great day for us, and I got to remember I had an okay start, and then you have grumpy moments, and I just remember this thing, which is like, just because you have a grumpy start doesn't mean you can't have a great finish.
That's right. But we don't need to. What about you just tell us what the problem is?
You look like your current look with your jeans and your beard looks like you've got a million bumper stickers from Roger saying coexist on the back.
Does my beanie and my beard deeper than my Sally Jesse Raphael?
Yeah, because you know why? Because it puts you deeper into Vermont, okay?
Yeah. No, this is Seattle. It's not like a tree right now. Willie, tell us.
No, nothing. It's just so much. It's just been a lot of admin and admin stuff.
Domestic administration.
No, not domestic, just work admin. And I have a certain way I like doing things. And I have my patience for stuff is like, when it just things don't work. Why did stuff just go away?
So this is relatable complaints about doing too much work. Is that what it is? Getting a lot of sympathy from the
No, these are relatable things about that everybody has. Just life. My kids are just go like, anyway,
I get that way too. I'll walk into a room. I'll go. I don't know why you said that. It's got to go to the way that. Like that's the first thing I'll say. I'm so far ahead of that.
And you just assume that everybody's in your brand.
Yeah, that's what I said. You're all caught up.
Can't they contribute?
Yeah. Anyway, this is wonderful.
it is. It's a great.
Yeah, this is supposed to be a day of celebration. Can you believe we have 200 of these?
200. I can't believe 200 episodes.
Does that mean that it's been 200 weeks since we debuted?
Kinda.
Is it clean math like that?
I think you break it down once a week. Yeah.
Does it feel like it's been 200?
It's not.
Feels like 2. Okay, yeah, 2 weeks.
2000.
Sorry.
So the math is tough for me, but it does, that sort of correlates to what, 4 years?
Well, it's 1 a week.
52.
And we've done 200, right?
Yeah, it's 4 years.
It's 200 weeks. Yeah. Do you want me to keep saying right?
Is that not 4 years?
Well, 208. 208. It would be 4
So
years.
in 2 more months, it'll be 4 years.
So like,
We're less than smart.
No, because 52 times 4 is 90. What? No. 50.
You're
Wait,
really
52.
getting stumped on me.
Wait, what's 52 times 4? 8. 5 times 4.
Yeah.
it's 208, man.
Yeah.
So we're not there yet, but soon it'll be
Not 4 years, but with 200. Anyway,
Sorry, just real quick sidebar. With you spending so much time away from home, you must be really building up a little stockpile of crusty socks. Am I right?
Oh, yeah. No, I've got them all standing up. I've turned them into little side tables.
Sure.
Yeah, it's quite a collection.
Sure.
Sorry. By the way, have we already discussed this? We don't want to get too new, but I didn't know I didn't know about the sock method until, I'm 54 years old. I didn't know that until like 2 years ago.
But use a sock.
Yeah, it's just genius.
Oh, you like it? Wait, I didn't know which way you were going with that. I honestly
I didn't either.
I thought he was about to go, it's just disgusting. disgusting knowing
No,
that.
it's, I wish I could
you
go
can
back
toss
in
it, you
time.
can toss it in the
Oh, that would have saved so much.
I mean, this, I guess for you, this is your answer to if you could turn back time, right?
If I could turn back time, restoration technique would just be so.
What a bird of a
fantastic.
You want
time
to know
machine
something?
use.
I was watching Oprah decades ago, and they did this.
Did she cover this?
She did. No, she didn't. And she did this piece on this college kid, and they took the whole crew there, and they went inside the college kid's dorm, and with no irony or joking around, they were interviewing this kid, and the roommates were like, yeah, and he's got this and this, and look, and they opened up the side door right next to his pillow, and there was tons of Kleenex in there, used Kleenex, and they go, and the guy goes, yeah, he gets sick all the time.
Sure. So I was sick every night.
Yeah. And I was like sitting at
Gets
home
sick
going,
every night.
they actually believe that this kid gets sick.
Oh, bless it.
Well, he does. He doesn't get, but his dick bursts. You know,
Hey, now, Will,
that's an old school.
Shawnee, what's your mood like today on our 200?
I'm better now, by the way. I feel much better now that
See,
I'm
just need a little sunshine for your buddy.
I'm good. I'm getting my teeth cleaned later today.
You're getting your teeth cleaned, so that's
Yeah.
a joyous day for you.
It is. I like getting my teeth cleaned.
So what happened? You just FedEx him off, and then they return him a couple days later? How does that
Just
work?
click those out and put in the weekday set.
You just have a. Do they come to your house, or is there a drop box for you? Oh yeah, make
No,
sure they take
we're
speech
recording.
impediment
You
for
don't
it.
need to put those in just for an hour. Keep them
No,
out.
I gotta leave them in the hole.
Abel was late getting the car. This one. These things, the kids. I wake him up and then they're like, no, and then I'm like, we gotta go, and I know we have a recorder. I can't drive to the valley.
I love the way they fall back asleep.
They
It's
fall
like,
back asleep.
hey,
And I'm like,
great,
what are you
then
doing?
you're gonna be late for school.
You're gonna be late for school, and I'm not. And then Uber is expensive. I'm trying to like make them feel bad. And I'm like, you gotta get going. Abel goes inside, and I'm like, what's going on? I go, backing out. What did he say? He's like, I had to get my rubber bands. He's got the Invisaligns like you, Shani. He's like, I had to get my rubber bands because I got my new rubber bands. What is happening?
Are they dealing with the wax too? They got to put the wax over the hot spots.
RTS is the RTS, the old school one, and then Abe's got the Invisalign. They got to choose.
Well, yeah. Mine's not called. Mine's the same thing. But they put those permanent things on the back of your teeth. Those are what they hook on.
Yeah. That's
So is headgear no longer a thing? Is this the new headgear?
it can
I'll
be.
still wear it.
It's still.
You have headgear as well?
Oh no, that's for a different thing. He's thinking of a different headgear. Sorry, it's more like a ball. It's attached to it. Sean, I don't want to speak.
No, you got it. That's right.
Okay,
You got it.
that's right. That's right.
Is there a harness at all involved in this?
But it's
Yeah,
fun.
of course.
It's fun. On the outside it says Chicago Cubs. Like he tries to make it kind of homey. I heart the Cubs.
Okay. It's enough because we got fans and guests.
Let's go.
So let's tighten it up. It's, you know, I figured since it was the 200th episode, it just happened to be my turn for a guest. I figured, you know, what, it's 200, we need two guests, right? It's not 100, it's 200. We need double the power here.
Way to give Sean more math.
What's 100?
So, and it's not just two guests. It is a duo. This is a duo that,
Captain Neil.
well, very close. And it's not Sonny and Cher either, but it's we're getting closer. And they're so fancy, and they're so accomplished. There's so many awards. There's so many credits. There's so many things that I didn't even. This is the first guest I've not written an intro for because it just would be too long, longer than this book. So here they come, guys. Steve Martin and Martin Short. Guys, right? Now, what's your mood like now, Willie?
It's
Right?
a little
Here
bit
come
better.
the smiles.
It's a little bit better. Like
This is wonderful.
Steve, hi, everyone. Hi.
It's too much.
First of all, I have to just jump
You gotta go?
and say, yeah, I gotta go. I gotta jump in and say how great it was. Here you guys try to figure out what 200 is. And the closest
It is
thing,
4 times 50.
the closest thing I can come up with is that you think 200 is 208. And I'm thinking that you ought to contact NASA and give them this new information.
Well, we're not trying to trick anyone into thinking we're smart. We put it right there in the title.
Yeah.
We're smart less.
Yeah.
Which makes me think, how
Oh,
come
I
all the-
get it.
Yeah,
Less
yes.
Marty finally gets it.
Yeah.
But,
And by the way, 4 times 52 is like a 80.
it's 80. It's in the 80s. Right. But, it struck me with all the brilliant titles you guys have you ever thought about doing Steve Martin short?
It's, and I don't mean this negatively. This is gonna hurt. No, it's not gonna hurt. It's so obvious. It's like we've been reviewed that way so many times that we expect more from our audience.
Every day I get an email. Hey, what about Steve Martin Short? And then I see it on any Twitter thing I'm on.
I'm just waiting for YouTube.
Well, Marty should know that it's so
Just
obvious
waiting
is also
for you
Jason
to-
Genov's memoir. So
Come in case you need help.
It was taken.
No, we've had many different titles. One of my favorite was Two for the Price of Three.
You can pick it up. I'm gonna go back to the other.
Depending on your seat.
Yeah.
But what about these titles? An Evening You Will Forget for the Rest of Your Life.
Yes.
So let's
Now
see.
you
Black
see them,
River.
soon you won't. The
Oh, that should
funniest
be
show
easy.
in town at the moment. You won't believe what they look like today. And number 1 is Walking. Steve's new book
I need to
for
Well,
Tracy.
go.
That's what they
It's
call
2
them.
years old, but
through this
Why do
exit.
they say that? Wikipedia is just not what it used to be.
yeah, really.
No, I know.
Also, your dreams are not as informative.
Marty, do you have excellent lighting, or is that
Sure, why not?
You know what?
See if I can
heard
do
the
it.
word combo.
Marty,
You must admit, I'm so angry by the press when they keep saying these words.
It's kind of south
And I think
of
I have to revenge with it somehow.
The
southwest.
great thing about Marty is he has it
Let me
all
just check the
done
map
at
again.
once.
right?
The hair, the eyes, the nose, the teeth.
Yeah, it's
And you
southeast
heal all at once.
actually.
You heal.
So you're gonna have to like
Well, I didn't get much from that book.
on
about
that
Liberace,
road
but I
go
got a
left.
point.
I don't know if you can like see my.
I would say that the
icon.
last time I saw Marty was at the opening.
You're gonna have to go like
showing
to
your
Hunter's
play,
Parking
I was
and then
walking
to the
into
log
the
station
walking by
and to
bar
the other log
upstairs.
station.
It was like 50 people
And
away
then
from me, yelling across
to
everybody.
service trailer
Why can't you have
and then the gateway. It's
I
this,
have to add live
it's
your,
Island Lake.
earlier
Island Lake. You can just go straight. Actually, yeah, just go straight. That's like the easiest route. I had to go.
picks up.
Okay.
Look, Sonny blew his nose on the plate.
Oh, the new one. We have to deliver everything to Black River. The start.
I'm just asking about the new thing.
New thing is everything in Black River.
Wait a minute. Selena was on. Selena Gomez was on our show a while ago, and she said, Steve, she brought you up, and she said that, I always wonder if we're going to keep doing more seasons. And Steve says, I want to do the show. We're standing on the set, and Steve goes, I want to do this show forever. When do we get out of here?
First of all, we pay our compliments to Selena. She's lovely to work with.
Oh,
Love
that-
Selena.
And, she doesn't mind us.
Oh, that's Marty. But is someone? Do you need to get your door?
You're such
No,
a
you know what? This is gonna ring 10 times. It's like having a little.
Well, it's a
big
good
band.
location for your audio.
You know what? We should have removed it.
Is there a little cuckoo bird that's going to come out at the end? Or?
No. We keep talking, but just remember, it's not 9 o'clock. It's 10.
This incredible duo started with the Three Amigos. Yes.
Yes.
Is Wikipedia correct on that?
Correct.
Yeah, mostly correct.
Now, were you aware of each other at all beforehand? Who was in a better position career-wise at that point?
Well, Steve was, remember, a major star,
Yes.
and I was still in the ninth
Wait.
grade.
Did you say was?
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Still got room to go back. Still rolling, Marty.
Yeah. Wow. Well, no, Steve, as you know, is a big star. But even then, I remember being aware of Steve. I met Steve quickly backstage of the new show, and he was hosting Noah's show in '84. January 4th started one season. And the new show was kind of the idea of SNL in prime time. And Lauren was the host, and Catherine O'Hara was on.
Wait a second. Lorne Michaels was the host.
No, he was executive producer.
Yes.
Yeah,
Steve was the host. Gotcha.
And so Catherine O'Hara was also on the show, and we were friends with Catherine, so Lauren stopped on the show. So we did Catherine. Came into the bedroom, she was very friendly in that kind of AC way.
It was friendly as far as I could go.
Yeah.
You maxed out.
But I first met Marty at my house, and he came over to get a copy of the script for 3 Amigos. That's when I first met him, and I of course knew who he was. I loved him. Since then, I learned more because I always enjoyed him, but I also watched him do specials and create new characters, and I realized that his characters are so bizarre. They have nothing to do with humanity. they have to do with aliens coming down and things. I think this is the way they act.
Well, thank you.
Right, it's like human behavior done by somebody who's never seen humans behave.
Exactly.
Right.
But so was that part of the thinking, Steve? Was it this is a fella that mixed in with what I'm doing and what John would be doing, that it would be a great third element, creating a sort of red, blue, green.
Here's exactly what I thought. I gave Marty the script, and I said, now look, when you read this script, and you come across Rick Moranis' name, just cross it out and write yours in.
Unavailable.
No, I was definitely the cheap amigo. I was the, carrot top and said, let me think about it.
Wait, what about? And then Chevy was what?
Well, no, it was going to be Steve and Chevy. They were the. Okay. I think the original wasn't it John Candy?
I think it was John Belushi.
Yeah.
Oh wow.
I think it was John Belushi, and then it went to John Candy. I think you kind of know what we were going for there. But anyway, both were unavailable, and then the name Martin Short came up.
That's
and after
right.
and after there was a pause.
And then Chevy was last?
No, Chevy was in.
Okay.
Me and Chevy were definitely in.
It's actually Chevy and I, but whatever.
And Marty, what was that? Speaking of doing your, Steve was talking about characters. I never knew, obviously, I was a huge fan of SNL then and now, but your character Jackie, somebody with a blonde or white.
Jackie Rogers Jr.
Jackie Rogers Jr. I've never known who that is or was, and I'll
tell you exactly who he was. I had done
an alien.
A piece on SCTV called The Idea That Jackie Rogers Sr. Had been killed shooting a special called Old Mother Nature, She Loves You. And he was attacked by a cougar and killed. And it had been on the show for 11 years. And then they were going to air it. But at the end, I needed someone to pop on and say, I miss my dad, I hope you won't. Thursdays at 7. And I'd seen a picture of Mickey Rooney Jr. who looked albino. So I made him albino.
Okay, got it. So wait,
I love that you have a character backstory. like your Marlon Brando. What's your backstory?
really funny.
Uncle.
What was the name of Mother Nature? What?
Old Mother Nature, she loves me. There'd be a scene with me singing for squirrel. Pardon me, miss, but I've never done this with a real live squirrel. But then you saw a cougar lurking, and he attacked me and killed him.
Marty, tell him the title of your TV special.
I, Martin Short, Goes Hollywood.
But that reminded me of something I read years ago, of this funniest book title I ever read. And then I thought, I wish I had thought of that. And then I researched it, and there is no book called that. I thought maybe I did think of it, but it was a kind of a comedy biography of a fictitious actor called I, Actor. I, Actor. I don't know whose
guys doing that first project that there was going to be a long life to this friendship and this work collaboration, or did that just kind of grow on its own?
No, I mean, I think it happens when you're working together. I mean, sometimes, as we all know, you're in Romania with a group of people for 3 months and you make a film and you never ever see them. But with Steve, I thought, no, I wanna keep this going. You know, I wanna. So we would do Amigo at the.
Did you see me raising my hand?
Yeah.
No, I was just saying that, you're right. Usually you work with somebody, then you never see them again. But in this case, we continued to work together kind of coincidentally. Father the Bride movie. And did we do another movie together?
Yeah, we did. But that's not, I think the point
What
of it
was
is-
it?
No. We did Prince of Egypt.
Father the Bride too.
Oh, yeah, you're right. Yeah.
And the scenes that were cut from Shingles. No.
That you were not supposed to talk about, Marty. You know you're not supposed to mention it.
Just tonally it was.
It was this way.
No, but Steve, because Father the Bride was 5 years after Three Amigos. We seemed to be great friends.
Yes, that's true. Well, that's like you guys. You constantly ripping up with each other. When you work together, you start doing that all the time. When you develop not only a kinship, but a style.
And you guys also, right, you have a style and you have socially, you have a lot of friends, right, in common. So you're sort of in the same circle. You're kind of in each other's orbits on a lot of levels, right?
Well, let me add something. Only Marty has friends.
That's my
I
problem.
benefit from his friends.
That's not true.
But he's very social. Everybody wants to be with Marty. And I told this before. I say, if we're, for example, or someone is plotting a dinner party at home, and you invite these people and you invite Marty, and if Marty can't come, you cancel the party.
Because Marty is the barball. Marty.
But back then, and certainly after the success of Three Amigos, you guys could have, if you wanted to, start to generate your own sort of two-hander kind of vehicles or whatever, much like you guys are doing today with your live stuff. That didn't really, did you think about it? Did that start?
No, Steve was a massive movie star, and I was just kind of there,
Right.
So while he was doing Roxanne, I was, doing the Love Boat reunion. So it wasn't always equal. And
Right.
I think it was, as Steve said, it just so happened that we were both casting in Father the Bride and Father the Bride 2 and other things. But it wasn't until around 2011 that we were asked to interview each other on stage for the closing of the Just Last Comic Festival in Chicago, and that was successful, and that evolved into our live show.
So that was the impetus for this whole other thing that you guys created.
But I have to add something. And Jason said, after the success of Three Amigos, ... you really mean 20 years after the success of the Three Amigos, did it become a success? It was a minor success at the time, and then it had an accumulation. It accrued value. And then I remember, 10 years ago, a magazine from UK, I think it was called Empire Magazine, said, we want to put you, Chevy, and Marty on the cover. I said, why? And they said, well, it's the 25th anniversary of Three Amigos. Somebody cares. And I didn't think anybody even ever thought about it.
Wow.
Yeah, but the next year they did the cover of 25 years later from Ishtar.
So it's a magazine of flops. Yeah, I see now.
Now,
Right.
For a couple of fellas that usually, with your level of success, want to do, the last thing they want to do is start bopping around the country on the frequency that you guys are, staying in hotels, going up live it's a big thing that you guys are doing all the time. It's a massive success, and probably doing
When you
more
put it
shows.
that way, geez.
But I mean, I just think it's just incredible that you guys are. Is it getting? Is it tiring? Are you sorry that you've got so much momentum built up with this, and all the fans that you would disappoint if you stopped? I mean,
Well, the truth is,
Okay.
if I enjoy working with Marty, and I think it's vice versa. So we actually enjoy it, and all that other
a nice
stuff.
sitcom, you know,
Yeah.
you get
Why
6
don't you do a
hours a day,
sitcom?
and you're just, you know, down the street.
Well, I mean, that's a good idea.
No, it seems like way more work than it is. It really is, because we'll do maybe 4
But
Welcome back.
thanks. How was lunch? Oh, jeez. This is all runny.
Got it delivered in black food.
Yeah.
I know we'll wait what it is. Coming from Island Lake, back to the dam.
Okay, I'll be waiting for you then. Okay. I noticed like a single load counts as 2. Because I just had a single load and now we only need 1 more.
Yeah.
And I only had 1, so...
I was wondering how you managed to
yeah. That's why I was confused earlier too, because I was pretty sure I needed like 3 for the stuff, but I only made 2 trips. But yeah, I noticed it while you were having lunch.
Shows, and then we won't do it again for 2 weeks.
Right.
And they are fun. And then Steve and I will then, have a glass of wine afterwards and discuss.
So yeah, towards the lumber mill, near the town.
Yeah.
Jeff Baxter, my piano guy, and everyone, stage manager, it's all become very close. So it's fun.
Yeah.
There are no pricks allowed.
Our max is 6, maybe 7 children. So it's not, I couldn't do it because I got a family and I love being home.
Yeah, no, me too. Steve, is it true years and years ago, Steve, that I've always heard this, I've never had the fortunate opportunity to have one, but did you used to have cards made, and people come up to you, ask for a photo or an autograph, and you would just hand them a card that said,
I thought it was funny. This was in the 70s when I was getting asked for a lot of autographs. And so I made up a card, and it said, because I thought, what do people really want when they get an autograph? They want to say that they met you. That's the main thing. And what was you like?
Yeah.
In, like the 12 seconds that they met you, what was you like? So I wrote, this certifies that you met me and found me warm, charming, kind of it's funny. And then I had a printed signature on it. Then I found I'd give the cards out thinking it was hilarious. So then they'd say, could you sign this?
No way.
Yeah. So I said, well, that's it.
Oh wow.
This when you guys come together and you think up another show, but how many of the live tours have you guys done? 4, 5, 6?
Well, I mean different titles. I mean,
Yes.
but we keep changing the material all the time. We always.
Well. In fairness, it's slowly evolving. We never throw everything out and then bring everything new in. It'd be impossible. So it just slowly evolves.
Yeah, like what is that process like? Would it be like what the process would be, I'm assuming, for stand-up, where you've got to spend a bunch of weeks or months accruing brand new material, observations, jokes, etc., and shape that into a set that you like? Is that the same process you guys go through, or no? You're saying it's sort of the same core, and then you just kind of update it.
Yeah, we change things at one line at a time. And then every once in a while we'll come up with a new idea, and we'll put it in whole.
And is there a formal process where you guys will get together and write, and will you do it via Zoom? You sit there.
Zoom.
We'll do Zoom.
We'll do Zoom, and we'll have a bunch of material in front of us, and but we'll do that at the beginning of a tour. We have a lot of new material to go over.
Would you guys consider doing like Google Spaces or Microsoft Teams?
Oh, we've done
I don't
that.
want to fuck
We've
with your
done that.
process, your creative process. I'm just saying.
Now, Marty, is it true?
It's actually 7 in the morning.
You originally saw yourself more as a singer and an actor, and if so, at what point did you feel it was a safe pivot to go into
But
straight up
church,
comedy
I guess.
through the singing?
On a Monday, though.
Not gonna be a
And do you regret it?
Is it a Monday?
And what were you thinking? No, I think it wasn't until I joined Second City in Toronto.
I don't know. Well,
Started to develop characters and realize that
these type of Americans are going to be a bit wacky, so maybe.
Frank Jr. oddly enough, not the father. And I wanted to. And I used to do musicals and I would do plays.
But I'm sure you must have had some comedic success in high school, right? Junior high.
Well, no, I was funny in the
I heard you killed in St. Catharines. I heard that you would kill in Hamilton and St. Catharines.
Oh yeah, the hungry lion. No, I grew up in a very funny family. My brother Michael has won many Emmys and awards.
Nice.
Right here from SCTV Schitt's Creek. But
Yep.
so he was the eldest,
Yeah,
and it was a very funny family. My father was
Get
funny.
ready to move.
So it was kind of natural to be funny, but I never thought of it as something I would do until.
Move out where?
And as you know, Marty is an incredible singer. I mean, I listen to him on stage. Yes, I listen to him on stage every night. He's never flat. He's never sharp. And curiously,
Last card.
he's never on the note. But no, he's incredible. He never misses. He has beautiful tone.
Is he a better singer than you are a banjo player?
Absolutely.
I'm in the garage.
That's
Or
high
at the
praise,
garage,
'cause
not in the
you know what
garage,
you're
just
doing
at
on
it.
that thing, right?
Well,
Oh, Steve's good.
I do in a way. You know,
There
Yeah.
could be some Grammys there.
In fact, whenever Steve plays the banjo,
I've won Grammys playing the
Why?
you won many Grammys, Steve.
Yeah,
haven't you?
that's what
playing
I'm
the
saying.
banjo. Yeah.
Yeah.
Whenever Steve plays the banjo, I like to just close my eyes and pretend I'm on hold with Cracker.
Do you guys do a bit of a singing / banjo playing piece in the live shows?
We don't actually sing and play together. We do some songs, but we use piano and we use our orchestra, but we don't have a banjo number.
Jason, have you not seen it?
No,
It's so good. It's so funny and so it's
What, the show? I haven't seen it either. I've been busy. I've been, in my defense,
Yeah.
I'm very busy.
Yeah, I know you've mentioned. I hear. I listen to Smartless all the time, and I always hear. You've said many times, I'm busy.
I'm very busy.
I'm just not sure at what.
Yeah, I'm busy.
And what country?
Wait, Steve, I want to ask you, actually, you mentioned Grammys, and you won Grammys for your banjo playing, but you've also won many Grammys for stand-up over the years. And do you, I don't know if you do any anymore at all, ever?
The only stand-up I do is in our show.
Yeah.
I call it stand-up with Marty, but
Yeah.
we each have a section in our show, and I just sort of do monologues.
Trailer I had.
Play everything else. Play it. But I love doing it. It took
Yeah,
me
let's move
as much time to work out that 10 minutes as it used to take to work out 10 minutes. You realize you're 3 years into this, and you've got one little area that's weak that you're trying to fix. And now it's feeling really good. Now that it's
Is there what is the oldest joke that you still include in your set? Like the one that just never fails. It goes all the way back to Carson, perhaps. Appearances there. No,
I don't. No. I mean, there's jokes that, for example, when we did our Netflix special, then we really started trying to change things out. And then 3 years later, we're talking, we're going, you know what, I missed that one joke, right? Blah, blah, blah. And then we would put it back in, and no one cared.
Marty, you're famous for really loving preparing very deeply for your talk show.
I thought you were going to say, Marty, you're famous for using the same old joke. What is your favorite?
Which one of the
How
three?
is it to deeply prepare using old material?
Yeah. But you enjoy, did I hear this right, that you enjoy preparing for talk show appearances, whereas some of us...
Well, I just have a philosophy about it. I mean, I just kind of, it's like, it's work, and you got to prepare. I just don't want to go out and fail and feel it was my fault. So if I send in, 15 pages, and then I go out with Kimmel or Letterman or Fallon or whatever, and they're off, and I'm a little off. But if I go out gunning for bear, I feel like whatever happens, I can still close myself because of everything.
I feel the exact same way. How's it going today for you? Did you prepare today?
I did, and none of it is working.
You should toast yourself because you did your best. You should toast yourself.
You know what I should? I mean, I got the lighting.
Again, to start of the portion of the interview, #relatable, talking about talk show appearances, I find that I start to feel sad and like I'm losing my soul as I start to like 2 weeks before the talk show appearance, I start to really try to log things in my life. Oh, this would be good to talk about. Oh, this would be good. And they're like deeply personal, cute moments like with your children or whatever, and you go, why am I logging this for a talk show? I should be...
Yeah, but it all works out,
Save
Jason.
this
It
for a
works out.
movie. I should save it for a TV show.
No, but it works out because really, you're working, you're feeling, you're losing your soul, you feel sad and depressed, and then when you do it, that's what the audience does. So it's a journey.
You transferred to the audience.
Yes.
I'm not sure what you mean. You mean you feel like you're giving away your private life just to do a talk show anecdote?
No, I feel like I should be more present in my moment with my children or whatever, instead of thinking, oh, this is funny what she's doing. It's like that's just...
No, you're doing the right thing. You're doing the right thing.
Yeah, but don't you? It's interesting, Marty. We've talked about this before.
Yeah.
Where people don't realize those kinds of on-camera interviews on those talk shows are kind of performances, and it's like we've all seen them and all witnessed them, so we know what the good ones look like. Every single person in show business. So don't you want to do a good
The first
one?
talk show I ever did was in 1982 on Letterman. And I kept thinking, like, 16 years old. And then I realized, oh, I get it. It's like being at a dinner party where everyone's got drinks and you're kind of on and telling stories, but somehow you have to live that 6 minutes to go on like an hour and a half rant. Or the booth.
Yeah, you know what I can't stand though is when people go on who are funny, like considered funny people in the business, and they just like to talk about something serious, and people at home are judging them and they go, oh, I saw them on Letterman or Fallon or whatever. You know, they're not that funny. They're not Yet, a dramatic actor goes on and says one funny thing. People at home go, and they can do comedy. It's amazing. You know?
I used to really resent...
We're so bitter.
Yeah.
I know.
When I was young and dumb and really super duper full of myself, I used to think, oh, I'm going on this talk show, like, they're lucky to have me. I don't have to prepare anything. Fuck that, and they're not paying me to write. And of course, you know, the appearances were terrible. And I would see them and I was just like, oh my God, you punk. And then as I got older and wiser, as we all do, then you start really working on stuff. And that pre-interview with the producer for Tracy, a lot of this stuff is talked about beforehand so that there is a cohesive 6 minutes where you're going to get to a few questions. And not that the answers are prepared, but you've got sort of an angle that might be entertaining for the audience.
But they all the hosts vary. I mean, you know,
Yeah, some of them go
sometimes
right
you go.
off.
But when I would do Letterman, I swear he would get 1/4 of what I did.
Right.
One time he said, "Tell the Tony Randall story," and I said, "I was on 2 months ago and told the Tony Randall story." He said, "I don't care. Tell it again." You know,
I have a secret fantasy,
Yeah.
which is to go on a talk show totally unprepared and just to see what happens.
But you could do that, and you could do that, and there are certain hosts that could definitely do that and not need them, because sometimes the notes are really almost there more for them.
Right.
You know, but a lot of them, like Kimmel, for instance, like you can just go on there and you can just go right off the question. And you can sit down, how you doing? Great. And you guys are just both riffing, you're having a conversation like we're having. I mean, we're just barely prepared, I'm sure.
I want to talk about Only Murders. Did you guys, first of all, we share a mutual friend, John Hoffman, who I love.
Yes.
The bright, he's always cheery, always sweet, always kind. Would kill to
And
have
then he
half of
stabs you in the back.
Yeah. Did you guys know when you were developing it together, I hate that question, did you know it was going to work, but did you have a sense that with the writing and you guys and like the first table reads and the first kind of days of shooting, like, yeah, we have something here, or were you still kind of unsure until the season was wrapped?
Didn't know a thing. You just write it according to the premise.
Yeah.
And then when it started to hit the air, and you started to get back word that, by the way, it's the biggest debut that ever, and you know, that sort of thing. So I don't know how accurate that is.
Yeah.
And that's when you start to get excited. But you don't change anything because of that. You just, and then I mean, even a year and a half later, you start to go, what is this?
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
We'll be right back. Now, there's word that you guys are going to be going to Los Angeles with it. Is the whole show switching to Los Angeles or no?
Well, that's one of those
So we
news
got
stories
it now,
because we're shooting 2 days in Los Angeles.
we're gonna move
that
to
it's
Alaska.
mistaken for. They're moving to the entire season, you know.
Yeah.
no, it's like a location shot.
Okie
I gotcha.
dokie.
But it is shot in New York.
Right.
Yes.
Do you both live in New York?
Steve lives in New York. I rent in New York.
But you rent while we're shooting. You don't live in New York.
That is correct.
Yeah.
That is correct, sir.
Would you guys like for it to be shot in Los Angeles
There's
100% of the
Tamara
time?
also.
That was my, when I had the idea for the show, I pitched it to them, to the producers, Dan Fogelman and Jess Rosenthal, based on, I wasn't even in it. I said, I think this is a good idea. And we liked it. And then they called me and said, would you do it? And I said, well, I can't. I could only do it if it's shot in New York.
Right.
And then that's what, that's why it was shot. And also, it's a New York show, which makes
Well,
it
I mean,
kinda great.
that's the thing. It's great that it's shot in New York. It feels 100% like a New York
Yeah.
show.
And you just added Molly Shannon, I read.
Molly Shannon, yes.
That's super fun.
You've had great,
So
great
funny.
people on that show.
So fantastic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And that's what, when we get somebody that we can, like, we worked with Matthew Broderick, and it was like so easy, and the comedy is so good. And it's like you've worked together all, your whole lives.
Yeah, Matthew's great. I love him.
But talk about an out-of-the-box piece of casting with Selena Gomez just obviously seems incredibly genius now. But, like, the two of you with her is so unexpected. How did that come about?
It came about after the fact, because I had originally pitched it as three
Is this a
older
snowy
people
area?
who have a lot of time on their hands. And,
We were busy.
No.
And then I think that the
So
studio suggested,
change
what about
would be
Selena,
good
actually.
to have.
What about Selena?
Depends on where
And
you
we
are.
and
not to
we
drive.
met her on Zoom, and they actually cast her.
If you
And
want.
we met her on Zoom, and Marty and I after the Zoom, we call each other and go, she's
How the contracts
perfect.
are doing.
Wow.
She's so
Try to
sweet.
skip.
Well, I still wasn't sure. I was saying, okay, maybe a female, but what about Kathy Lee Gifford?
You can try to mirror.
She's a local
You've always
hire.
been a champion of her.
You pull out names from an old hat.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
From the Harry Potter sorting hat.
Yeah.
Now, talk about another thing that you would think would be unexpected, because Steve, you've lived a very private life. It's very, very cool, very mysterious. I love that about you. You don't seek attention, Marty. And yet you've got this, but there's this documentary coming out that is covering
What?
Yeah,
you
there's a
from
garage
soup
here.
to nuts, or already out.
This is
And
This
was
is
that
Russia.
pulling teeth to get you to be a
This is in the
participant?
garage.
No.
Morgan Neville as the director would probably a huge draw for you, but
Yes, Morgan
I'm
Neville.
so glad.
I
What's
wanna
it
get some
called?
ice cream real quick.
It's called Steve! Exclamation
Okay.
Yeah,
point.
it's just
Okay.
mud.
Yeah, Steve exclamation point. And
think one of these
I got a call
places
from
where
Morgan
they
Neville
have
about this
goulash
documentary,
around.
and I, his credits are "Won't You Be My
Yeah.
Neighbor" and
You know, those
20 Feet from
Well,
Stardust.
now I
and so
didn't
many,
get
you know, and
time
he
to
did a thing
actually
called Cool
put
School.
my thing back,
Yeah.
and
And,
now
uh,
I don't need my
And I
job.
met him when we got
Okay,
along, and
I
that's-
told you.
you know, when you do a documentary, you
No.
have to open
I
up.
I
First
did,
of
but
all,
I
your
didn't know you
archive.
were gonna move from
I
Alaska
happened
to
have-
Russia.
They told me, he said,
And then I went out.
and I didn't realize I had a lot of archives. So they prowled through
We were
my
discussing
archives for
things,
months
so
and
you
months and
made a
months, and
decision.
found things.
Yeah, because I asked,
They found
is there snow?
like an old
And then he
sock
said, yeah, and I was busy getting snow tires. And then I exited the
Photo of
garage,
an old sock.
and then I
Get
got
the
the pop-up,
photo, not
but
the
we're
sock.
moving in 5 seconds. I couldn't get to
too,
the
that
garage
you didn't know
in
you
5
had
seconds.
archives. You were just
If
like,
you
who was
have
saving
snow
them?
tires, there's no need
It was
to,
a
like,
it was
leave
a
after.
cherished sock. Anyway, they found a photo
that's why I
of
asked.
his father.
Okay,
That's
then
why I
okay.
asked, so I can
Germany
just
in
buy the tires, because I
1940.
was
Uh-oh.
gonna buy
Get the
them.
tires.
Doing a USO show.
Oh, thank
with-
God. That could have gone a different direction. That could have gone a
I
different
know, I was like,
direction.
wait.
Wait, Steve, let me ask you, did you start archiving years ago, hire one of these people to do that to keep
I did
track of
not
stuff?
archive. I saved things.
You
know,
saved
like, and I realized later, I would take things like, oh, I'm on a magazine cover. I'll
Yeah.
save it, and I'd throw it in a thing.
Yeah.
I was saving all the wrong stuff. I should have saved photos, which, photos were hard to come by then. You just didn't snap it. You had the photo, send it in, and the thing was, change film, the whole thing. So, but when I wrote my autobiography, I did have one little plastic box where I just threw things in, and that had things like a receipt from a hotel in Salt Lake City in 1971. So you knew where you were at
Right.
that date, and you could research.
Do you remember her name though?
It was like archaeological, because you could, as it went down, you would go past time, go through time.
Yeah.
I went to, speaking about receipts, I went to when Marty's biography came out, he didn't send me one. So I went to the bookstore, bought it, and while I was at the cash register, put the book and the receipt, took a photo of it, emailed him and said, that's okay, I got it.
Very good.
And by the way, you can buy Marty's book on Amazon.
Yeah.
I mean, you won't, but you
Right.
can.
If you needed it, it's there. They've got
Marty, what
plenty.
about a documentary biography for you? Like
Yeah.
a documentary?
Can't make his deal.
There's going to be one.
Oh, really?
Lawrence Kasdan, the legendary director, is doing
Yeah.
it for Imagine.
Really?
Wow. Great.
When does that, have you been shooting it?
No. It's just they're just again accumulating stuff at this
Yeah,
point.
well, that's going to take years.
Yeah, they're making the final decision on who it's about.
Yeah.
They're trying to decide the ending.
Yeah.
How long are you in town, Marty? Are you in?
I go to New York in about 2 weeks for we start shooting.
All right.
Yeah.
And is it are you in the middle of production or
We don't start shooting for 2 weeks.
Yeah.
We're
a new season? I
pre-production.
mean, or is it?
Yeah. We'll shoot a couple days in LA and then the bulk of it in New York.
Okay, got it.
And how are you guys enjoying that the process of being locked onto a show that lasts? I mean, how long is your season to shoot? 4 or 5
months.
What?
months?
Yeah, 4.
My
It's about 4 months, and I actually love it.
Oh,
It's,
yeah, how else
the
am I gonna know
studio's
stuff?
20 minutes from my house,
Yeah.
and I'm
Don't really like being in the dark.
Co-stars,
Yeah.
and
Not
you're
always,
shooting
especially if
every
you're
day,
me.
And when we work together, it's really fun.
Yeah.
And I would say that it is definitely Steve's philosophy, my philosophy, and it turned out, luckily, Selena's philosophy to make the set as much fun and joyful as it can be. So there are no pricks allowed. And so it's fun to go to work.
It's just stunning, right? How people don't enforce that rule commonly on a
Oh, it's
set
a
because
drift.
the hours that you work, the cast and the crew, are often many more hours than you spend with your family. So why would you tolerate anything short of a family
White
dynamic
family.
on a set?
Right.
JB, you've always been good about that. You're a crew guy, and you've always had that
yeah.
rule: no pricks on set but me. And you've adhered to it. You've stuck by it, and you've never deviated. And there's the only one.
I've said this on the podcast before, but any job I get the very first day, I say out loud to everybody is if you look around and you can't find out who the asshole is, it's probably you.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, you guys have been very, very nice to help us
Yeah.
celebrate our
200th.
200th. I mean, this is a very
Honestly,
significant booking.
What a thrill.
If we added up our ages,
Oh,
it'd probably be-
Blackbird, and there's only
Yeah.
contracts on GN
I worked
GR
with
Enterprise.
Jason in 2004.
Guess you finished all the rest.
And Will.
Oh, Unarrested, yeah.
Unarrested
Arrested
Development.
Development. I've never
played
worked with
a character,
We're back on the
a
watch.
rich fella that had lost the use of his legs with a weightlifting
life
accident,
type
and
of
he was
country.
so wealthy that he and hated wheelchairs. He hired a big meathead.
Apparently they're asking me to pick up a service trailer. I probably have a different thing. It was like the first thing they asked me to do, so that's just what I did.
Yeah,
they
shoot me,
launch
take me
them.
this way to the nuts. And he'd have to dip him down to grab a handful of nuts. And then they did a flashback of the actual accident where he's lifting up a barbell, he puts it over his head, and he just says, "Too much!" And then his legs snap underneath him. And then we cut back to the present time.
No, but the funniest joke of that, though, was when I'm being carried by Dragon, and I say, to the nuts!
Right.
To the nuts! And he puts me at Jason's crotch.
Yeah.
And I against his crotch, bridge mix! I want bridge mix!
Where did Mitch, was that your joke or was it Mitch's? Mitch, the great
I
Mitch
think
Hurwitz.
it's
Oh, God.
Where the fuck did I go?
I remember doing my and Marty.
Oh.
Marty show.
Oops.
We were rehearsing something in the hallway, and I said, should we just dance after that line? He said, yeah. And he goes, let's rehearse it. And you just grab me and kiss me. There we go.
Oh, he uses that a lot.
Love that. Then I had to give you one note. I just said, it's a comedic kiss. You don't need the tongue.
It was great. I mean, there's times in one's life where you get to meet the people that inspired you, and
that moment has not come yet.
you guys are the two reasons.
I was literally gonna tease you. I was gonna joke and say, "Don't you start crying." I was literally crying.
Well, because a lot of the time you don't have these moments.
We're very, very fortunate.
I'm with you.
We
I'm
get
with
to
you.
meet some real heroes on the show.
Hands
That's
down,
right
you
at the top.
two are the two reasons. I got it.
You're serious, aren't you?
He's deadly serious.
yeah.
He's very soft and chewy on the inside.
Yeah, it's true.
Thank you, Sean. You guys are incredible and incredibly generous to say yes to doing this today. So thank you. Thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you.
I
I love
agree.
your show. I love your when you're joking around. It just feels like three friends. Not you guys, But
I'm sure it's what you guys
Yeah.
enjoy working
That's
together all
right.
these years. We certainly feel that.
And I
way.
remember I was on one of the early shows, and you didn't even have a title yet.
Conquered the
And I
West.
suggested the McGuire song.
You did.
To me.
Didn't clear. Did not clear.
We got so close. We got so close with
Sorry
that.
for getting choked up there, but I mean,
No,
thanks,
it's
you
so
guys.
No,
so
thank
lovely,
you,
Sean.
Sean.
That's why you are so lovely, because
Yeah.
you are 100% human being.
Well, thanks.
Yeah.
Likewise.
And he's got great taste.
yeah.
You guys are the best.
Thanks, you
Yeah,
guys.
you
We
guys
love
are the
guys.
best. It is such a thrill for us.
thank you for having
Thank
us.
you guys.
Yeah.
We loved it.
Yeah.
And
we
I'll
love you.
get the address, give you the address for the check.
This will never air. This will never air, by the way. This will never.
It can't.
No, it can't.
There's
Yeah.
nothing
Possibly.
usable.
There's nothing. You guys,
We'll punch it up later.
the great
Yeah.
Martin
Bye-bye.
Short and Steve Martin, my gosh, thank you guys for doing our 200th
Thanks a lot.
episode. What an
Thank
honor.
you. Brilliant show. Have heard every
Love
one.
your show.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.
Love you.
Bye, guys.
Thank
Bye.
you,
Bye,
guys.
guys. Bye.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
So I'm gonna say this. I was at this dinner at our friend Ted's house,
Yeah.
and he had about 30 or 40 of the funniest people in this business. And I was fortunate enough to be there. And Dave Chappelle stands up, and he gives this incredible speech about how everybody in that room means something to him, and it has meant something to him. And it was just incredible. I was blown away by his speech. And I thought, good on him for making that speech in the moment while it's happening. And so I had this conversation with myself. I'm like, do I say it? Do I say it? Do I wait till we're done and I say it to you guys? And it was like, no, embrace the fear of saying that, the thing that you feel in front of the people you want to say it to.
Of course.
And so I seized the moment. And I
Well,
was,
it's just so
What up?
lovely, and I guarantee you that just drilled them right in their heart.
Well, it's
and
true.
Doing
meant the
good. Just
world
trying to figure out how to get to this trailer.
I guarantee you, they
Apparently,
feel
I'm
like
not
these
allowed to
people
drive
that-
through this place.
You know what I will say?
There's
this,
an
I will say
invisible
this,
wall.
too, is- and I would-
Yeah,
I would
there's
say
like
that
an invisible wall. It's
those
not
two
like the end of the
guys
world. It's just
have had, or two
didn't
people
expect
that
it.
I as well have as a sort of comedic actor, if you will. I don't consider myself a comedian, but as a performer, two guys that I look up to as being at the sort of the pinnacle, again, gold standards of people that I think are funny, who have created funny things over the funny characters.
For
funny,
years.
For years.
They have been
And the
relevant at the
idea-
top of their game forever.
And so the idea that I'm in a conversation with them, that they're doing our podcast, to me is not, the novelty of that has not rubbed off.
Right.
And I
the
hope it
idea of
never
is-
does, right?
And I never
No.
want to, and I never want to ever get to a place in my life where I don't recognize things like that and I take them for granted, because we've all been in this business for fucking 100 years. And you don't want to just pass moments by where like, oh yeah, they're so-and-so, or they're so-and-so. It's like, you know them. And it just takes a beat to go, wow, how did I get here?
Yeah.
And those
Right,
two
exactly.
guys
You
are
never
the
want.
guys.
As soon as the novelty wears off, you stop enjoying and appreciating
Exactly.
how fortunate you are. I still remember. I think I was like, I don't know, 13 or 14 or something, and I'd been going for a couple of years, and one of my buddies at school said, "Well, what's the most famous person you've ever met?" And I forget what I said, but I remember there was like one person, that I thought, well, this would be a great answer. I still remember that like it was yesterday, and I think about it all the time on this show, because we are so fortunate to be able to talk to people at the zenith of this business. And I feel, my pits are sweating right now. They sweat every time we record this show, because
Yeah,
we're
same here.
talking to someone that I don't
Means
feel
something,
like I really have a right to have on my show, our show. Like, what am I doing hosting a show that they would be a guest on? It's just bizarre to me.
JB, I played this thing yesterday, that thing that you could be at. And one of the guys I played with said to me, he said, oh man, that Bono, when you guys had Bono on last year, and he knows Bono, he was like, that was such a great interview, and Bono had such a great time, and he really felt really comfortable with you guys, and he really had such a great experience. And I'm thinking, like, Bono told you that about hanging out with us fucking morons?
Yeah.
Like, what?
Yeah. Well, none of this is lost on us, clearly, and
No.
And then,
It's-
We're
then,
lucky. We're fortunate. We're not lucky, but we're really fortunate. And
Yes.
as much joking as we do about our lives and all that kind of stuff, that that we get to do it, that we get the opportunities to do it, and that we
And
get
then
to do it
on
together.
yes, and now that we're talking about all this stuff on another level, that we get to do it together.
Yeah,
and
that's
that I
nice.
admire you guys and love
Yeah.
you guys just like I did them. You know?
It's really cool how those, and that those two guys, we talked about it, that's why they're bopping around together, because they just love being with one another.
Yeah, yeah.
And just like, we love being together and how this whole thing started.
It's so funny, doing this thing and we do it together and people have opinions on it and opinions on our relationships, and people come up to us and say stuff and whatever. And it's odd, right? It's very kind of revealing sometimes. It was part of it that I never
They talk
expected.
about which one's the best, which one's the funniest.
No, but they talk about like
who
what
you
we
could
do,
without.
and it's exposing in a way, right? In a way that I didn't anticipate before.
Yeah.
About being so open, and I feel very lucky, like you were saying, Sean, that I get to do it with you guys. I feel very safe doing it with you guys, and I love you guys a lot. And we, like anybody, we have moments that are tough as well, and we do stuff, and because we're friends and we're in business together, and we do stuff. But as we are, I think of you guys as my for real brothers and friends. And I love you guys a lot.
I love you
And
too,
that we're
yeah.
doing this 200th episode, it's fucking crazy.
Right.
It is crazy.
It's fucking crazy,
And
dude.
the other
Yes.
cool thing is that
I love you
while
too,
we
man.
do hang out with each other away from this, this is not 50%, but it's, let's say, 35% of the time we spend with one another. And we share this relationship, basically. We share 35% of our friendship with the people who are listening.
Yeah.
So
I know, that's
thank you
so-
guys for
Yeah,
listening.
thank you, man.
And thank you for being, a part of whatever this
Yep.
three-headed beast is.
Okay. Good.
You see and you live with us 35%
Okay,
of
Colorado.
our friendship, which is
What color?
cool.
Turn on podcast. Willie, you started this podcast today kind of down. How do you feel now?
I feel a lot better now.
Good.
It always works.
Yeah, right?
It always works. It's wild.
Fucking show up with the right attitude.
How large are the Lord pipes?
show up
Can I?
every time.
What do I need to
It's
carry?
true. I don't try to flip the switch at all,
No.
right? We just open up the computer and away we go.
Oh, the concrete blocks.
You're at where you're at, and it's true. Like I even said, I anticipated that you start here and you can always end up on right? And then any day, any given day, doesn't have to be a bad day or a good day. You can have lots of different things on every day. It's just
Yeah, you say hello, you say,
yeah.
Boy, I wish we had some of those recommendations for buys. Hey, Will, are you trying to do one right now?
we went before, we were just going to say a buy.
I feel like there's something we could do, like in a bicentennial type of thing, because it's 200 years.
It's our bicentennial.
It is our, it's our, this is happy
Bicentennial!
Is it really bicentennial?
Yes. Smartless is 100% organic and artisanally handcrafted by Bennett Barbaco, Michael Grant Terry, and Rob Umjarf.
Well, what do I say? I don't know what I say. What do I do? All right, so I'm going to finish that. I really know if you're going to see it. It might be a little better. This is my apple juice. Guys, this episode of Smartless is delicious and my lunch is like that.
Where am I gonna pick up the concrete blocks? I guess in another spot.
I have a 130 pick up, and 2 o'clock
The
football,
concrete
and
blocks.
2:30 shoot time.
So Jason, you described this person.
Don't know where to pick them up. I guess it's in another spot.
In a real fish market, that's not what it's
Yeah, the hours of operation is 2 to 6 a.m., so that's when you have to be there. And, there was a time in my life when I enjoyed those hours of the day, but I don't anymore. So the first day is going to be...
White Valley?
I'm going to try to do...
Oh, it's in White Valley.
It's gonna be rough.
I'll have to go there. There's concrete blocks.
I guess I'm going to go to sleep at 6 or something, try to sleep just a little bit. Or should I just stay up? Just get a big fat bag of white and stay up all night. So, we just start counting days again.
I said to Jay, he was thinking of opening first day gifts or whatever, card gifts. And last night I was with Realtor. I said to Amanda, I said, the cookie thing, there's like a new place in New York that makes pie cookies.
Can you believe Sean knows about that?
And they make, they also make croissants stuffed with cookie dough. Amazing.
Yeah, and
stuffed with cookie dough.
that's right. Yeah, and what do you think I said to that pitch as start this? Was it a no or do you think it was a yes?
Well,
I can only carry one large part
that it wasn't considered friendly.
No,
Oh.
it wasn't. It was very judgy.
Shut me down immediately.
Yep.
Sean and I were talking on the weekend. We saw each other last night. JB.
Yeah, that's what Sean just said.
Yeah, and we were with your wife, and I spent a lot of time with your wife last night.
Well, a lot of time.
We started talking about. I've been freaked out this weekend. And Sean, I mentioned this to you. We started talking about. I sent you the article, JB. I sent you the article about kids with smartphones.
Yes.
Yeah.
And it's been freaking me out. The guy Jonathan Hay wrote that book, Anxious Generation, and it's kind of. I spent the weekend like talking to my kids about it, and what the smartphone has done to this young generation. Depression, anxiety, even sadly suicide, of course, is, and it's like, it's really bummed me out, and I've just been like,
Well, what did the boys say about it?
well, you know what
Did
is
you talk
funny?
to them about it?
I did. I talked to them a little bit about it, and I said, what you got to remember is that some of these companies are trying to wear people out there who knew that this stuff would be important to you guys, and they bet it, and
Like big fat.
but in a way, in a similar way, and I was like, how does that make you feel? Like, do you feel angry? And they're like, yeah, I feel kind of pissed off because I feel duped. It's like we're all guilty of it. We talked last night. Talking to somebody, you got your phone. Hey, I'm sorry, what? Like your attention is divided, and so I do it as an adult. And imagine what that does if you're a teen. And this is a moment where you're.
I don't know why this map reminds me of Fargo for some reason.
Pretty sick to show you.
Fargo.
The richest man, my 13-year-old, is the
This
same
map,
phone.
it just reminds me of Fargo.
I'm nervous about that kid's like going out and walking up the phone or whatever. And then I'll let them get on their phone or reaches at the internet. I don't know. I gotta change. Anyway, that's been kind of dominating my thing.
Something to do, something to figure out.
Something to figure
Well,
out.
how are they able to manage boredom? Like, do they have coping skills for like riding in an elevator and not doing anything except staring at the wall or sitting at a red light and watching traffic go by? Like that's something we had no choice but to get comfortable with, and it has. I'm glad I have that skill. I would be very anxious without the skill of managing boredom.
Think of, and that boredom led to creative thinking.
Thought, yeah, exactly.
Do you want to hear my thoughts when I'm sitting in the red light?
Can I guess?
Yeah, you
Is
can
there
get
a fart joke in here somewhere?
His thoughts are glazed your cake. Sprinkle or no sprinkle. Hot fudge, caramel, fuck it both.
So I don't want a phone taking all that away from me.
Hot fudge, caramel, fuck it both. Hot fudge, caramel, fuck it
Fuck it
both.
both. All right. Anyway, look at We're not gonna.
We're not going to solve it today, but
No.
but it's food for thought.
This is someone who's as delicious as Blaze could take. She is
wow.
extraordinary. She is a hoot and a half, a real firecracker. She has a Starburst tattoo on her right foot.
What?
Yes. As an actress, her body of work is ridiculously vast, and yet she's still younger than any of us. Known in Hollywood for her transformative character work and strength on screen, you might be surprised to learn that the goes as far as needing to meet every pilot before takeoff.
Will's
Assess their
bond with
skill
that.
set. When not in the cockpit, you could probably find her working on the Ryan Murphy project or 12 of them. It's still lovely and delightful, and our good friend Sarah Paulson.
Sarah, get your ass out here.
I covered the camera with toilet paper.
Sure you did. It would have been better if it was
By the way,
clean, but
use toilet paper.
It's not clean, so.
Are you in the bathroom?
I'm upstairs. Yeah, near a bathroom.
this is your apartment in New York?
I don't live in New York. I'm just here while I'm doing the play.
But this is your apartment. We're visiting you in your apartment while you're doing the play.
I'm actually staying at a friend's apartment, renting that.
Gotcha. And the play, we should mention,
Is that the Tabasco Theater right now?
it's at the Spicy Tabasco Theater. That's in Alaska. That's where Sean won his Tony. And Sarah's well on her way to hers.
Tony,
For yes.
It's the golden touch of that theater, Sarah, I'm telling you.
In her incredible play called Appropriate. Everybody,
No, appropriate.
Oh, really?
Yeah, okay, so talk about that, because we were like, it's spelled the same, and I was like, oh, I didn't know this.
It's true.
So are we supposed to think that it's both appropriate and appropriate?
Well, I think at the beginning of the play there's that sign, right? That sort of drop in front of the curtain that describes all of the various ways in which.
The noun and the verb.
What is Will doing?
Hi, Sarah.
Hi.
Hi.
Working on response.
Whiskers
Well,
and
we don't really know you.
tickling me.
Notification to verify the video. I don't know, but I was listening. But I was thinking. At least I listened. At least I listened more than you did. At least I listened more than you did when you were going to see the play. Appropriate.
Yeah, Will was
You
not
guys, you both missed it. I missed seeing the play. Now, Sarah, I don't really know you like these guys do. So
Then hush. Let us talk.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
Weirdly, I wanted to talk to Will. I know you both.
Great. Sean and I will take a tight five.
More interested in taking a tight five.
But why is it appropriate instead of appropriate? I think appropriate could work just beautifully.
I think it could, and I think it's why he offers both options at the beginning of the play, because all of it is applicable, but I think, I did ask him directly, it is appropriate.
All right.
I think you know.
I'm going to tell him.
Wait, so I want to do, we went backstage. First of all, go see the play. It's amazing. You're phenomenal in it, especially the last monologue. It's incredible. You're standing on the stairs, Scarlet, whatever, and you're just like, it's incredible. It's incredible.
Thanks, Sean.
It's really, really great. And, by the way, I love that thing too. I people are like, I was talking about that with friends, and it's too long to go into it about a lot of things. But your character with your two brothers go back to the home where your father died, starting up business, and you find all of these questionable things in the past, fictional things that bring up a bunch of questions about your family upbringing. And at the end of the play, I thought it was so profound when you were like, please fill in the blanks. But you're talking to your two brothers, and you're like, I'm the oldest of this family. I got to hold you and watch you and see all of the things that create your memories. But nobody's ever helped me or was there.
Nobody's left in the family who's done that for me.
For me, yeah.
Right.
It's really powerful.
It's definitely not appropriate.
This is why we hired
Oh, it's definitely not. Well, because that's a completely different meaning.
No, I mean, Jason has a lot of skills, but this one particular assessment is not one of them.
I tell you what, do yourself a favor. Don't ask either of them to define it because of the comparison for everybody. So,
Around I talk about flying and you fear flying, like why?
Sorry, before we move beyond the play, Will, are you going to find some time to come see the play?
I am.
Well,
I'm going to see the play.
What's the date? What's the date on that? Just so Sarah
What
can be
date?
ready.
You know, I hate knowing when people are out there, so don't
hates
tell me.
knowing.
Don't.
Just give her a ballpark.
I'd say it, but she hates knowing.
Yeah,
All right.
I wanted to, because I was going to say, I'm about to tell you, and then she's like, I hate
You've
knowing.
got till June 23rd, buddy, but I don't want to know. I don't want to know. You know, I don't like to know it.
I'm the same
I don't
way.
like to know when people are coming. I don't care if it's your dry cleaner, if it's your dentist. I end up thinking too much about whether or not it's my codependent, my kind of hyper-vigilant way of being in the world, where I'm just wondering, like, even any of my castmates, I don't want to know if your fourth grade teacher is there. I'm
Well, I
worried.
thought you were gonna say I don't want to know if you're in the play.
Well, that's it.
This is how I ended up with 3 kids.
Yeah.
People didn't want to know when I was coming. Hey, listen, let me tell you something. Sarah. Let me tell you something. Let me tell you something.
Oh,
Sarah.
no, am I gonna get down there? Okay, some road.
Sarah, let me tell you something. Here's what I'm going to do. I want to show you. And I have so much respect for you.
Yeah.
Unlike these.
I do too.
Unlike these.
Jason's quiet.
I'm not going to tell you. I'm not going to tell you when I'm going to come to see this show. I'm not going to come to see the show, and I'm not going to tell you afterwards. So you won't even know I was there.
You just say,
Okay? Because I
Great.
respect
that
you,
works.
'cause I
That
will
works.
respect you.
That
And
works
then
for me.
Sarah, how is that at the end where, you know, for Tracy in Wisconsin, it is a practice, a habit, an obligation for anyone in the audience who knows a cast member, or even if you don't know them, you just happen to be famous. You are obligated to go backstage and introduce yourself to the cast and visit for a bit. And if you don't, apparently that's tantamount to giving it a bad review. And so how do you like that dance there at the end where you're done with the play, you're exhausted, and now you've got to socialize?
It's not my favorite, although I will tell you, we've had a couple of fancy famouses come and not come backstage, and we all collectively discuss that we think it means that they didn't like it. But then we sort of think, well, but think about it this way. So you're so famous, you think somehow that the cast, whom you do not know, wants you to come backstage and announce yourself to bequeath them with that you're great.
Arrogant.
It's so weird. So it's that there's no way to win.
Yeah, you can't.
But we have had discussions about, you know, there was like some fancy person who came who had worked with somebody who played who didn't come back. And I said, well, no, that is a communication that they just don't like you. Right?
So can I ask you, if I...
Maybe not the whole play, just you.
If before June 23rd I know myself,
Yeah.
and I've seen the play, and I've enjoyed it, and I found the first one with my feet, and my hands hurt from all the clapping. And I'm hooting and hollering. And then there's the moment. If you guys find out that I'm there and I don't come backstage, do you and your cast want me there? And then a thumbs up. I just want to do you and your cast, do you guys want me there? Or do you...
I think we would discuss that we thought Will Arnett didn't like the play.
Really?
That's what we would discuss. Yeah.
What if he didn't
This
like
is
the
all
play?
I want. So
What if he doesn't like the play and he comes backstage and he lets you know? He thinks he's got helpful notes for you. He says, no, I enjoyed it. However, like, has anyone come back there and popped off about how you can make it fucking better?
That has not happened, although I would kind of welcome it, actually. Just simply so I could discuss it with other people about the idea. I did do a play once. I will tell you, I did do a play once. Like, my last time I was on stage was a play called Tally's Folly. And thank you for the applause. And the actress, and I'm going to say this, and I'm not going to ask you because I don't fucking care. This actress
hear this
came
name.
to the play.
What's her
name's
fucking
Trish
name?
Hawkins. Hi, Trish. Hi, Trisha. Trish Hawkins came to this play. Am I going to get sued? I don't care, because I think this is outrageous. She came to the play.
It's true.
And I proceeded, my mother brought her to the play. They were in some kind of like writing group together. And my mother thought it'd be great to bring Trish Hawkins to the play. This is a whole other conversation about my mom. I'm not. But she came to the play, proceeded to say, she looked at me and sort of up and down. Cut to 2 days later, I got an email, 6 pages long, of notes and a communication to me about what she had done when she had done the play.
Jesus Christ.
What she recommended I do. It was outrageous.
Oh my God.
It was really outrageous. Trish Hawkins, I have not forgotten it, and I hope to see you never. That's what I have to say.
You still have the letter?
I have it. I do have
And
it.
did you talk to your mother and say, please delete her numbers?
I didn't. I sort of just, put it back in the file of things my mother has done.
That's good though. You need to save that.
Sarah, can I just say, I need to say something. I need to, if you don't mind.
Yeah, okay.
I don't know you as well as these guys, and I have a real feeling that you and I are going to be better friends than they ever imagine. I love you for saying that so fucking much.
Yeah.
No, you two would be inseparable.
Sarah, I have all the time when people, and when they fucking deserve it. Now, by
I'm
the
like,
way,
this is the deal. You cannot come to. You want to. If you're my dearest friend and we go have a cocktail or a little bread basket, Jason, some air that we might eat, Jason. But post the show some air. Yeah. You might eat some air. Air is so tasty sometimes after a show, though. It's really wild how good it can be. But if you are a person that I love and admire, and I say to you, tell me what you thought.
Okay.
And give me some, especially like early days previews or something.
Yeah.
They're
All right,
like,
thank
some
God.
real
Okay,
help,
so here it is. So at the top of the show,
but I would say this for Trish. Sarah. We have.
Trish is here, by the way.
Yeah, great. We're gonna bring her out.
Your guest
Thanks,
house,
Mom.
right?
Yeah, my mom will probably trot her out. Try to bring her to the next play.
Yeah.
By the way, Sarah, I also have a mom who says a lot of
Just like
inappropriate
Mom.
stuff.
We all do.
My mom's gonna get so upset about this, but like Kate Blanchett came to the play the same night that my mother came. Same afternoon that my mother came. And Margot Martindale came also, and all these people that I love, and I have long relationships with, and I've worked with Kate Blanchett. And I, of course, was really happy to see them, and I was not saying I wasn't happy to see my mom, but it was like maybe the range was a little like, oh my God, Kate, oh my God, Margot, and hey, Mom.
She didn't like that?
And I don't think she loved it, and I think her retribution is to just give me like,
How's it going over there?
because I think I'm
keep in your
giving her,
place.
just gotta keep me a little, And she was like, I mean, I know you're supposed to go out and shit and make your own sound like just like Brandon. She's like, Fifth Avenue. She's really
Very slowly.
ran down Woodstock. She's like a tambourine playing. Hey, Mom, I mean, I'm really sorry. I'm just disparaging you for my own comedy interests.
No.
Like, but it's reality. It's my reality. I'm allowed to talk about my reality, right?
Yeah, well,
Trish Hawkins, my mom, they belong
And
to
poor
me.
Trish.
These stories.
Trish used to
Trish.
love Smartless. She listens
loves
to it
Smartless.
every week.
And
I tell you what,
We're dead to her.
about 25 million listeners per month. Trish is about to get the bombardment
No, she deserves, by the way. The one she deserves.
She brought it on. She's a
Guess
fucking
what?
persona non
I'll
grata.
put that email on Instagram faster than you can say Trish Hawkins.
We're going to put it in the chat.
And we will be right back.
Sarah Paulson, I want to talk about the fear of flying
You're
thing.
my hero. Can I just say you're my hero?
And you haven't even gotten into your shared fear of flying.
Oh, you have this too?
Yeah,
Oh, God, so we're best friends. When's your birthday? Hate to be, not to be too Amanda Anka about it, but when's your birthday?
Yes.
So good, we're even better.
Yeah.
May 4th.
May 4th. Okay. So it's coming up.
What sign is
I
that?
just want to know what your
Taurus?
sign is.
Taurus.
And what's your rising? Do you know what
What's your rising?
Oh.
What's your moon?
I'm a Sagittarius with a Virgo rising and Aquarius moon, so do with that what
And you
will.
believe in all that stuff.
I managed to pick up the concrete blocks. Now I'm off to deliver them. Just need to figure out where. Northport Mountain River, yeah, okay. How the hell are we gonna get that? To the warehouse. Oh, that's not shitty at all.
It's Mountain River, so I'm heading to the castle.
Yeah, I know. It's just the road in Mountain River to the Whales. There is no road. It's in the middle of fucking nowhere. I was trying to figure out from the map. Guess that is a way we can go down. Like, yeah, there's a fuel station on the way there. To, yeah. That ain't gonna work. I don't know what the fuck I'm doing. So close yet so far. I don't know how to get down there.
I don't really remember it now. Once I get there, probably cool.
Yeah, I completely fucked myself. I just fucked myself. No way I'm getting this shit. There's no way I'm getting this shit out. It's stuck. Unless if I pull it from the literal back end, which, I mean, I gotta try, but... Yeah, sure, let's do it. If it gets fucked up, well... I don't give a shit. I can't even pull it out, though. It's so heavy. Wasting fuel at this point. And I still don't know how to get down.
What's going on with that semi-trailer over there?
It's stuck. How many times do I have to tell you? It's stuck.
How you got that thing stuck like that?
Only I would know, and I'm pissed at myself for it. It'll just have to stay there for the rest of life. Or eternity, I mean. I'm not getting it out.
I'm gonna go take a look at it.
No, it's just a waste of time. Let's just do something else, because I'm seriously about to fucking uninstall this game.
I'm gonna make the delivery.
Yeah, cool. Mm-hmm.
I could drive something modern.
And it's a Caterpillar. I don't know how modern it's supposed to be.
It's pretty fucking modern.
Okay then.
That's what you.
Can I drive this thing off a cliff? Why not?
I'll just pick it up.
I just want to turn it around, that's all I want to do. Maybe I can squeeze through the trees.
Take a look at.
Don't do that, moron. Oh shit. Well, somehow I'm managing this, so... Problem is, now it's stuck on this bullshit tree. This cat is really annoying me. God damn it. Go into reverse. Fuck's sakes.
Could try to risk going down this thing here. Probably.
That's what I wanted to do, but I couldn't even get down there. And now I'm turning around.
Best
Yeah.
to go by the wood.
Yeah, what woods? Everywhere's fucking woods.
There's a canal with wood. Go there, follow the road till it ends.
There is like a road behind the fuel station.
Now, go through the wood.
Come on, I managed to get to a road that I didn't even know existed, but okay.
There's two roads that don't exist. But you should follow the road here and then go down the wood.
What wood?
Over here, where you were going, but you gotta go through the wood. Just follow me. Let's get to the wood.
I literally just went that way.
Yeah, well,
And then I got
kind of
stuck.
aware. I'm driving a much larger line. Trust me. Just come in and then drive through the wood. If I can go through.
You have a massive fucking, I don't even know what that is. A Pacific. I don't have anything that size.
Yeah, coming down. Now it's the road's about to end here. Now you just gotta follow the wood. And make a turn around the river. And then it cut through the woods again, and you get to the warehouse. It's gonna be tight on the other side, but probably more than that. You know what? We should have crossed. Maybe by the river, actually, would be better. I think that's the way we used to. But I remember coming through the wood before. So, I'll just keep on going until it's good. Yeah,
I'm going to the fuel station because I wasted fuel.
It's not really good. Let's go through. It goes through. There is a road. It does not show on the map, but it's here. That was 1 out of 3. You're gonna come in through the wood. Huh?
Yeah.
Yeah, the woods are alright.
Except that I get stuck on everything. Like this bullshit tree.
I'll try to help you out. Back out. Figure out how the fuck I'm gonna get rid of this thing. Alright,
Yeah, I am. Turning off now. honestly fuck right off. Yeah, damn it.